A ceasefire between warring sides in eastern Ukraine expired Monday night with no immediate action by the president to extend it. Despite the call for a pause in fighting, gun battles continue throughout the region. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko is under pressure from the European Union to continue peace efforts, and now the public is calling for a crackdown. Our correspondent Freid reports from Kiev.
A call to lay down arms is generally considered a good thing. But on Kiev's central square, the popular voice is calling for war. They want Ukraine's government to terminate the current ceasefire and hit pro-Russia militants in the east hard. As far as they're concerned, a ceasefire grants militants time for regrouping and rearming. Intense fighting between Ukraine's army and pro-Russia opposition started in April when Kiev's government announced an anti-terror campaign aimed at disarming the opposition who had taken over government buildings and set up checkposts throughout the east. The fighting intensified in May when Ukraine's army hit hard by air and with shelling. More than 400 people, including civilians, have been killed in the fighting. As part of the ceasefire plan, the EU is calling for militia leaders to vacate border posts seized in May, start negotiations with Ukraine's government, and implement a monitoring mechanism for upholding the moratorium. But here in Kiev, the crowd cheers support as Commander Simeon of the Donbas Battalion announces formation of a new anti-militia combat unit, an announcement that runs contra to notions of armistice. The Donbas Battalion is made up of 500 to 600 well-organized, well-armed volunteer soldiers. Their expertise? Tactical special operations, like storming buildings. Simeon and his battalion vehemently disagree with the current ceasefire. He is waiting for the Ukraine government green light to continue the fight.
We sincerely hope for this ceasefire to end. People ask me, why don't you shoot back? It is very difficult to be stationed at a checkpoint and stand there immobile when you are outnumbered by well-armed rebels targeting you. It's a terrible situation to be in.
The alternative, more bloodshed and loss of life, is not better. Freid, CCTV, Kiev, Ukraine.